It doesn't go that deep. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Currently 9:47. It is a Friday night and I'm sitting here. I'm anxious, I'm stressed, I'm agitated. I'm like snapping at like everything and I can't relax. So what relaxes me? Doing my makeup. So I figured, why not sit down and do my makeup? Get it? I know. I am still drinking the same one. Wait a minute, hold on. Bottle's almost gone. I still have another bottle, half a bottle left. This is the Green Apple Sparkle Teeny by Verity. It's Verity good. Oh boy. I don't know how you guys are doing. I'm doing good. Thank God. I'm safe. I go out only when I need to. Things are good, but I'm just, stressed out in the ways that I think, as I said, everybody else is, except I'm tending to get like that anger, and I need to relax that. So that's why I have a giant beauty blender and a couple of other things. And I thought I would go over my Sephora haul from the VIB sale, the spring sale, whatever they call it these days. There were so many things I wanted to get. I keep eyeing the two Natasha Denona palettes, the Safari palette, and the Tropical palette. They're $89 down from $129. Do I need them? Do I not need them? Do I need them? Because I already placed my order, and I'm literally holding almost everything that I got in my orders. You can see I did not go crazy. The other two things that I got were the butt masks. Yes, I tried them. I tried them for you. Now I've used them and I didn't want to hold up the two butt cheek things. But I'm going to put the screenshots, the pictures, whatever they're called, of the ones that I got. And I can tell you, don't bother. You have to leave them on for like 20 minutes. I am not one who can walk around with a saggy wet tush. And then, so I sat down with the saggy wet tush. And it was just, first of all, they're cold. Slapping them on your butt cheeks is not fun. They're cold. I felt very uncomfortable wearing them. It's not like it's got a belt around it that keeps them on. You just kind of slap the two sheet mask on your butt. It was entertaining, but definitely not worth it. But I thought it was fun to try so I could report back to you guys. It's obviously not something I'm going to buy again, but now you know. If you happen to like saggy wet butt cheeks, that it really doesn't do much for you, but you just want to maybe entertain somebody, get it on film possibly, I don't know, I don't judge, then yeah, sure, go for it. But yeah, I did get these, and I have briefly tried them on like at midnight the other night without anything else on. I just kind of half asleep was slapping some eyeshadow on my eyes, and you should see me at night, it's entertaining. But I got the Pastels Lilac palette from Huda Beauty, and I got two of her neon palettes. She had three. I only got two because I think the other one might have been greens, and I really didn't want them. First of all, I just have to tell you, the package of these, I thought they looked adorable online, but in person, it really reminds me of my childhood, of the 80s. Alright, so I was a teenager in the 80s. Be quiet. They do come in clear packaging, of course. I'm guessing this is the neon orange. And it has that see-through plastic that really gives it... See, it looks so solid here, but I can see through up around. And it just gives this the coolest look that totally brings back a memory. They are plastic. It, of course, does come with the mirror. And this is the inside. It's the yellow and orange, but it's got those purples, and the colors just happen to, I think, go beautifully with each other. There are three shimmers: the yellow limey color, a pinky, which is kind of shifty, as you can see it's doing here, because when I look at it, it looks peachy, pinky, and then there is this golden peach color. Really beautiful. Let me just swatch a couple of the mattes. Oh, and by the way, I'm not wearing makeup because we are doing a try-on, by the way, just in case you didn't know. But, I mean, they are pretty pigmented. I mean, for neon colors, they're hard to do. When I tried them on the last time, I do have a tendency to blend away a little bit. But again, like, I had nothing. There was no prep on my eyes or anything like that. So I am going to give it another chance. I do want to swatch the yellow, because the yellow shimmery color could be hard, but it's super pretty. I like it. One more. Let's do the one that I think is very shifty. See, now this one to me is just a topper. It's like orangey. It's really, really pretty. I like it. This was the one I was really, really interested in, of course, you know, because it's purples. Again, she has 3 of the 9-pan palettes of pastel colors. I only got the lilac because that's the one I was mostly attracted to and I thought that I would wear. Again, very, very pretty packaging, unique packaging. Again, her plastic. This one seems multi-layered. It looks like it has a layer of sparkly underneath. Just pretty and unique. This is the inside. This was the color that intrigued me and kind of made me want to buy it. It's that swirly color. Nothing special happens with the swirly color, trust me. I was hoping it would, but it didn't. But it's pretty. I will swatch that crazy color for you. See, it goes on, again with my middle finger, it goes on kind of lightly. It is duochrome in that it has that shift to it, but it's not like a color to me that you can pack on that's going to have substantial impact. I have to play with it. I played with them all once at midnight, so we're going to see. These all feel like toppers to me, the shimmer shades. This one feels a little bit more substantial, but let's see. It goes on a little thicker, and yet it seems to have like a very light, maybe just because it's a light color. So this one here has 4 shimmers. And there's that peachy shade that seems to be in that neon one. I should have left it on my hand because it looks very similar to the other one. And you do just have some lilac shades. I mean, these are all, you go from light to the next color, and which one's the darkest? I think this one here is the darkest. These are very, very soft, but even powdery with just my finger. But these you can pack on, and that has a nice opacity to it. Like a beautiful, soft, but strong color for a pastel. And I'm not very into pastels at all, really. But this one intrigued me. You know what, let's do that comparison because it's going to bug me. I almost said haunt and bug, so I kind of said hog for a minute, but I kind of fixed it. You know me. That was this one again. Let's see. They're kind of similar. This one from this palette, while this one's more sparkly as the other one is more shimmery, but I want to see if you can see that. They're kind of similar, but not exact. I mean, but look at the color story. It's just so darn pretty. This one is the pink. Again, look how beautiful. I mean, sometimes I just want to stare at them. Purpley colors. Pinky, purpley, just absolutely up my alley. I just always find it odd that in these palettes, her shimmer shades are really mostly toppers because you can see how light that is. And in what I did before, I put those colors over a matte to give it a change in color. I don't think you could really wear those alone unless you were going for just like a sheer wash of color with maybe nothing else. Just my opinion. So there's like that peachy color, but it's like a matte, but it has a shift to it. Because like, I don't know, on my hand it looks like a salmon-y color, and then when I hold it up, I don't know what color it is, but there's the purple. So those are the 3 palettes that I bought, and then I think you remember me speaking of this in like my Sephora wants list, or when I did that whole sale thing before I knew about the VIB sale. This is the Dream Puff Primer from Kaja. I got mine in Peach Glow. I don't remember if there was other colors. This is matte. It's a metal can, but has a matte texture to it, which is kind of nice. I have not even tried this. I feel like I should go spray paint the side of a house or something. Okay, that's interesting. I may as well not let this go to waste and put it on. As you can see, that little puffiness goes away. I can't really say it has a scent. Let's go right into the skin. Oh, in case you're wondering, those shadows will stain your eyes. It doesn't bother me because within the next day of using an oil eye makeup remover, it does come off, but it will stain your eyes for a day, just to give you a heads up. Another tiny little spritz. actually feels very, very nice going on. As you can see, it kind of gave me like a little bit of a sheen. Well, that's fun. But I do want to try the foundation on top of it. I just kind of grabbed one of them out of my drawer, and I happened to pull out the Laura Geller Filter First foundation. I am in the color Buff. Very nice packaging. Let's start with this and see how it works. Oh yeah, I think I like this one because it's a decent color match for me. The makeup went on top of the primer really, really nicely. So that was a good purchase. I'm going to do most of the other stuff off camera, but I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer that I'm trying to finish up, and I have the Cover FX Power Play that I want to do too. Use to, not do. This concealer is old, so I do want to finish it. But it's such a good color for me. It just gives such a pretty finish underneath the eyes and never looks cakey, and I like it. I just dab a touch of this. Okay, before I powder, I do want to put on my eyeshadow. I was going to say eyebrow primer. No. I also bought the Sephora Tinted and Cooling Eye Primer, and I want to put this on before I powder so it doesn't get cakey. This does have some nice opacity, and it does not cake up on me, unlike so many others. I will return. I'm back. I just used my Makeup Revolution coconut powder, which was like $6. I used that, and I used my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. Didn't go too ham or too crazy, because, you know, going to sleep soon. Now, what to do? I really think I want to do one palette on one eye and one on the other, but I kind of want to make them maybe look a little bit similar, so let's see. I'm going to do the two purple palettes. Well, it's not really a purple palette, but like it's the neon pink, I guess, or I wish I knew what the heck the names were, because I don't know where they say it on here. I'm sure they say it somewhere on the back. Let me hold these up. Which one looks pink and which one looks purple? This is the orange, this one's the pink. So I'll use this one, and I'll use the lilac palette. One on one eye, one on the other. Why not? I also got the James Charles set. I think I got these from, did I get them from Ulta or did I get them from Morphe? I don't remember, but all I know is they were 50% off, and then I had like a coupon or something to that effect. Effect. That's a fact though. And they were less than half price, because I would not be paying $100 for these full price. No. Alrighty, let's start off with the lilac palette on this side. I'm going to go all over with this one here as my base. See, now I put that, oh, did you see what I just did? I know I'm going to have a problem with this. Alright, let's make the lilac palette this side. Anyway, I used that eyeshadow base, and it makes these a little bit more opaque. I knew I was going to do that. I bet you did too. Think that anyway. It's just such a pretty color. Just if you wanted to go this and a little something on the lid, I think it's gorgeous. I think this was the M447, and this one is the M456, I guess. The mid purple here. So what's going on in your states? New York's Governor Cuomo just closed schools for the rest of the school year. So now we are tasked with trying to make the kids' graduation as best as it can be. Do any of you guys have any kids who are graduating this year or moving up, or anything significant that they are not going to get to have? New York is the hardest hit state. Our numbers are starting to come down, but we are nowhere near out of the woods or being able to open up. And look how quick that is and easy. I don't know if it's going to work with the brush because I have not tried it, but I do want to put that really funky, cool color because I know you guys want to see that on my eyes. So I'm going to use the Morphe, I think it's a 224. You know, nothing's really picking up. Oh, but look, it actually did. I want to show you what it looks like without anything as a base. If you keep packing this on, this is about what you're going to get. It's kind of sheer and natural. Let me just wet it and see what happens. Again, also try different brushes too. I may just try this a little bit more of a fluffy brush, even though it's flat. Back to this flat one. Yeah, you have to take your time and build it up with these. Let me just try my finger. Your finger is your best bet for putting on eyeshadow. Yes. See, that's when you start to get some payoff. Now, if you want to make that more intense, just put a matte shadow or something else underneath it, and you're going to get more impact. Okay, just for funsies, let's add the darkest purple in the corner for a little bit of dimension. Look at how powdery this is, as you can see. See, now, this is the deepest that you are going to get. That is the most dimension that you can achieve with this. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, that matte kind of took a little bit of that off, so let's just try this bright purple over here. For funsies, I hate digging my finger in and not being able to like get anything on my finger. It's super annoying. But these are most definitely toppers. And I'm going to go into this lightest little shimmer here. This one in the corner. So you really don't get much of an impact with it as a corner shade. This muted tan color underneath my lower lash line. Now I still have a little bit of the sparkle on my brush, but that's okay. I'm going to go into more of the muted purple here, right underneath that. So you can see basically all the three colors have some sparkle to them. I said, but it is a fairly subtle look. Now, granted, it's pastel. It's supposed to be springy and light. But again, you have to recognize that this is the only amount of depth that you're going to get with this palette. But I really like it. All right, now let's use the neon palette on this side. Let's go into the same fluffy brush that I used, and I did, scrubby it off. I'm going to take this light salmon color first and go all over my lid. These two are very, very close together. I mean, that's really slight, but, I mean, that's different, but it's slight. I mean, but it's so cool because it's definitely neon. Honestly, wish they had this in the 80s when neon was a thing. See, now watch, if I blend this a lot, it will dissipate if you blend too much. But what I did is I stamped it on, which kind of made it stick a little bit. But if I want to sheer out the top, I just buff lightly over it, and it does. So pretty. I'm going to go on with the neon pink now. I mean, look how that picks up. Wow. I did a purple look the last time. I didn't use this one. Oh, look at that. Pretty amazing. Obviously this color stands out, but you can still see that rim of peach above it, and I am going to add some more dimension back there in a minute. This brush picks up pigment very well, but it is quite scratchy. I don't know if you guys were following me last year or not when these first came out, but I remember saying, you know what, I'm going to skip on them right now, and if they're still around next year, then I'll get them. Well, I waited, and they were still around next year, so I got them. I do, of course, want to add a little bit of purple in there, so I'm going to take this purple. I'm going to use this angle brush again, and yeah, no freaking idea. Okay, all the colors are very similar, though, as you can see. It's not vastly different. So you do have to be careful, like, not to blend them away. I'm going to go back in with that peach to add some of that peachiness back. Now let's have some fun. I have to try this one. It's just, I'm going to use my finger this time because it seems to be the best. I don't know if it's blending in with this a lot or what, but it's so pretty. Let me just try another one. I'm going to use one of the lighter ones in my inner corner, but let's try the middle purple. Just don't like the way they pick up. Okay, it worked better on like my bare lid than on my lid with the darker shade on it. Now I'm going to try this one in the corner. See that one? Look what that one does. I may bring this one all the way over. This one has the most substance when you put your finger in it. Of course, maybe putting down a more tacky base, like I think maybe doing a cut crease with this might give a really, really pretty look. I'm going to take the little baby tiny smudger brushy thingy, whatchamacallit. I'm going to go into this other kind of neon yellow here. Yellow? Orange. This lightest one. On the inner corner, let's see how it works. See, no, they're like too chunky for the inner corner. I wonder how it would look like on my brow bone. Let's try it with the fluffy brush. Oh, that works. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go finish off the look, and I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. I finished up the rest of my makeup. This is the first time I got to do most of my makeup off camera. Just to go through really quickly what I'm using. The Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit for my highlighter. My Sigma 4 Cute Powder Blush. The Anastasia, I used the purple and the silver one here. If you didn't get a good look at the blush, I should like stop flashing the products and actually hold them up so you can get a good look at them. For eyeliners, I'm wearing 3. I have to get the liners that my friend Abadabs just used. The not Wet n Wild. They're neon eyeliners and they would have gone perfectly, and now I have to get them. So there. But I'm using my Urban Decay in Delinquent, my Neutrogena eyeliner in Rich Plums, and one of my very faves, which is the Hank & Henry Blickety Black. Lips, I have a combination of the Jeffree Star, which I love, and of course my Gloss Bomb from Fenty. Oh my goodness. I love this one because of the smell. I just want to wear it because it smells so good. My conclusion on these things is I love them. I am so glad that I got them. I don't have a desire to actually go out and get the other however many I'm missing. I'm missing 1 from this collection and 2. I think this is good for me, and because I don't have anything like them, and I absolutely love them. But remember what you're getting. These aren't meant to be deep dramatic looks. They're meant to be pastel-y spring soft looks. And this is dramatic, but not like deep dramatic, if you know what I mean. It doesn't go that deep. The colors. These brushes I'm very impressed with because even though it was scratchy, it applied the color really well. Oh, I'm sorry, I also forgot that I'm wearing this Julep Black eyeliner, which I'm so sad that I'm almost down to the nub because it goes so well on my waterline. It's so black, I love it. Anyway, you can do a whole eye look with these brushes, and that impresses me. And they come with the cute little case, which I like, so I'm satisfied with those. The primer, I really love. It's fun. I don't need another primer, but it's fun. Let me know what you guys think of the look because I value your opinions tremendously, as you know. This look would be killer with a pair of eyelashes, but wine and eyelashes, that would be a good gigantic fail. See, I can't even say gigantic. And let me know what's going on in your guys' lives. You know, I want to know how you're doing. I want to know if you're staying sane, how your kids are doing, because you know that I really care, because you know that I really love you, and I know that you believe me when I say that. So thank you guys so very much. I'm hoping to be able to combine this down to a shorter video so that my videos aren't super duper long. I'm going to stop yapping now. But what I do know is, again, that I love you and that I do hope that you are having an amazing day, and I hope you have an amazing week coming up, even though they're all the same. And I will see you guys in my very next video. Okay, take care guys. Bye. I don't think you could really wear, wheelie?